Welcome. You have reached review time with Imperial. Today's review will be Bad Trip 2020, starring Eric Andre, Little Rel Howery, and Tiffany Haddish. Now, I seen previews for this movie about a month ago, and it came out of nowhere. You know, with the COVID-19, a lot of movies have got pushed back and like lost in transition. So I seen this movie was available to watch it, so I decided to watch it. So if you're familiar with the Johnny Knoxville, the movies he's played in, and Bad Grandpa, this is specifically movie is tailored like Bad Grandpa, where they're actually, I believe they have permits to be filming at certain areas, but the people that are like the actors are around regular people, so you can get real natural reactions, and the people that's around think that it's a real scenario going on, but it's really they're part of a movie. So I don't know how that worked. Where do they get written consent that it's okay for them to be in the movie? I don't know how that part works, but basically it's the same concept. Now this plot is you have Eric Andre. His name is Chris in the movie. Little Rel, his name is Bud in the movie, and they're both best friends from childhood. And Tiffany Haddish character name is Trina. She's Bud's sister, and so she's been bullying him his whole life, and she's a roughneck. And right off the bat, you see how she bullies him for money. She ends up in jail, and Chris and Bud has been stuck in their town for life. And one day, Chris was at work and seen a friend, well, not a friend, a girl named Maria he used to have a crush on while he was in high school. And she came into his shop, and he kind of like struck onto her. And at first he seen her at the car wash he was working in, and then about a year later he seen her at a where he makes smoothies at. He seen her there, and so from there, he talked to her, and she told him if he was ever in New York, that to look her up, and she'd show him around. But that's pretty much like a courtesy that she's saying to him, like, yo, look me up. She never probably assumed that he would actually come. So then he pulls Bud in and pretty much say, hey, man, I need to see her. This is my destiny. Take this trip with me. They don't have a way to get there. So Trina has been always bullying Bud. So she was in jail, and her car was in the impound. He took her car, so she escaped from jail. He not knowing. Well, so when she went to go get her car, she found out they took her car. So she's pissed, and now she's on the verge to track them. So all these things is going. It's pretty much the plot of and now they're going to different scenarios where they're doing like live stunts, but regular people are experiencing, like, is this really happening? So it's a bunch of funny moments that they're going through as they're taking the trip, and that they're experiencing. Now they took whoever did this movie with the plot, they took a lot of the scenario to from the movie Dumb and Dumber. And it's a lot of, I've seen that. Like Dumber and Dumber has a similar plot. And Dumber and Dumber's plot is pretty much two friends, Harry and Lloyd. Lloyd pretty much he drives people to the airport, and he ran into a woman he really liked, and she left her briefcase. The briefcase she left was a briefcase she was supposed to drop off to somebody that had her husband ransomed, and so he wanted to he drove all the way across town on a trip to pretty much give her back the briefcase, and they went through all these different events during that time. Same thing these guys are, but only it's like different events that they go through, and it's kind of more like live action. So it was a decent film to watch during these times, and we ain't got nothing else to do but watch film. So what I say, it doesn't mind or hurt to take and watch. You might or might not enjoy yourself. Out of the 4-star rating system, I want to give this movie a 2 out of 4 stars. 2 out of 4 stars. It wasn't bad. It was an okay watch, but you know the plot is kind of like Dumber and Dumber, and it's like Dumber and Dumber meets Bad Grandpa, and that's you get this different actor and actresses, of course. Subscribe and like to the channel. Till next time.